Katie couldn't wait to tell Deke her latest news. The town's mayor had asked her to lead the holiday boat parade and bring Santa to the town dock to herald the beginning of the holiday season. It felt like the culmination of all her dreams since childhood, when her parents had taken her and her brother there by water and she had fallen in love with Occoquan's riverfront beauty and small-town charm. Deke beached the boat on the sandy shoreline, part of a protected peninsula within Mason Neck State Park, with trails leading deeper into the wetlands. Twilight turned the sky darker shades of blue and purple. Other than a cabin cruiser anchored around the point in Occoquan Bay, they had the beach to themselves. Deke settled himself on a flat piece of driftwood with his guitar. As Katie grabbed a canvas bag stuffed with blankets, she noticed something gliding in the shallows. "Hun, look," Katie whispered, pointing toward a beaver. Before Deke could respond, the beaver slapped its wide, flat tail on the surface of the water. Okay, Deke said. "We'll stay away from your den." The beaver dove under and emerged farther down the beach near a small inlet. "He must be building his winter home up that creek," Deke said. "His little ears were so cute," Katie said. "He was watching us long before we noticed him. Did you know Native Americans call this the beaver moon?" "You've been reading your almanac, I see." He smiled and strummed his guitar. She had also read that the November moon was known as the mourning moon, a time to let go of the year's burdens once and for all. Maybe the beach bonfire babes should have a ceremonial ritual to burn off all the negative juju in their lives. Like the periodical cicadas that shed their exoskeletons after 13 or 17 years underground, she and her friends could emerge from their pandemic caves in bright new bodies. If only menopausal bodies could do some shedding, too. She was still fighting an extra 10 pounds on top of last year's 10. "It won't be long before I have to winterize the boat," Deke said. "We're lucky we got a late bout of Indian summer this week. The almanac says we're going to have a mild December." "Well, that's good to hear because, drumroll please, the town asked me to lead the holiday boat parade this year. Can you believe it?" Katie uncorked the bottle of wine. "Everything is falling into place for the shop, the inn, and now my ferry service." She poured the rich Merlot from nearby Potomac Point Winery into paper cups to toast the moment, and handed one to Deke. But he set it in the sand and looked away, not making eye contact with her. "That's fantastic, babe," he said. But the tone of his voice seemed flat and detached. "They've really embraced your plans." Katie watched him as he fiddled with his guitar. Instead of celebrating her opportunity to become a part of the town's annual tradition, Deke gazed absently across the water to the far shore. "Everything okay?" she asked. Yeah, he said, running his hand through his hair distractedly. "We should be able to have your dock and boathouse rebuilt by next summer. Then you'll be in business." "I even found a space at the town dock for the Princess of Tides over the winter," she added. "They've got bubblers, and the river doesn't normally freeze near the dam." Katie looked across Belmont Bay at the soft glow of lights coming from the river house at Bonnie Brae. Even before she could walk, she had played in the sand on the beach formed between the two jetties of rocks. She imagined grandchildren someday, collecting rocks and fishing for perch and catfish just like she and her brother had. Katie had finally allowed herself to start dreaming again, and the dreams she had launched on that shore were getting bigger every day. Last week, she and her best friend had started looking at architectural designs for the inn Rhiannon was building on the adjacent land. And she still longed for a forever love, one like her mom and dad's marriage. But that was one dream she didn't feel worthy of having after all her mistakes. Her friendship with Deke was definitely something more. But despite their undeniable attraction, she sometimes wondered if being friends was all she could handle.